Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Arcanum. We are outside the house of the guy who wanted us to pick up the machined mail. It's currently on Chuka right now, so let's see if I need it in my inventory or if this will work. I have your armor, sir. Excellent. Give it to me. Alright, well, here it is. And here is your 200 coins. Good day, madame. Many thanks, good sir. Alrighty. Got some experience for that. Always nice. Now we want to go make our way over to the docks, which are all the way over here. Alright. Okay, I'm not sure which boat I want. So let's just go there. And we'll figure it out from there. I did gain a level. I will spend that eventually. Not right now, though. Excuse me, people. Important person coming through. Alrighty, let's see. That's just a ship captain, and that is a human city dweller. Let's see what's going on up here first. You guys doing anything? Hello? I'm at your command, madame. May I ask you some questions? Nope, you're just a guard. Alright, never mind. I thought maybe there was something going on up here. Dock worker? Nope. Alright. Hello? Oh, hey there, lassie. What can old Teach do for you? Oh, hey. That is, that's who I wanted. I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Aye, we haven't did that. I be Captain Edward Teach, salty sea dog and captain of the Gypsy Shadow. The crustiest and most seaworthy vessel on this side of the Razor's Cape. Nice to make your acquaintance. And a pleasure to make yours, Captain. I have a question or two. Of course, lassie. Let's talk about your business, Captain. And what you be wanting to know? Well, tell me about your boat. My boat? There's nothing I'd rather talk about. Shouldn't that be ship, though? Her name is the Gypsy Shadow, and there ain't ever been a more perfect piece of shipwork done. Sailed Arcanum seas. Where'd you get her? The Gypsy? That's quite a tale, missy. And not one I just tell to anyone. I understand, but you can trust me. Yes, I think you be telling the truth. Well, missy, by the time I could start growing a beard, I'd sailed from one end of this land to the other. From the southern shores of Weeping Maidens to the northern ice-choked waters of the Jailer's Hump. Ain't nothing on the sea I haven't seen, and most of it twice. I see, please continue. At the time, I was running ale out of Caledon, for a mean and crusty old captain who went by the name of Jack Skellybone. Half pirate and half devil, with the mouth of a blue-gilled she-demon, and the breath to match. Jack used to drink so much that we'd pray for tailwinds. If the journey'd take too long, he'd start drinking the profits. Sounds like quite a character. Wouldn't you always hope for tailwinds, though? That be the truth, lassie. Old Jack would fight you if he thought you breathed on him wrong. He had more scars on his face than most men had all over, and he could tell you the story from each one, and never were they the same. He was a hard man, but fair to his crew, and he loved the sea almost as much as he loved his boat, the Gypsy Shadow. Again, shouldn't that be ship? Interesting. What happened to him, Captain? Well, one night he was all drinking in the sour barnacle down in Blackroot Way, and old Jack got real drunk and started in with his stories. And as the night got on, the tales got taller, and we laughed harder, and we were all having a grand old time. And... well, Jack had one too many and started saying as to how he was the greatest pirate on the seas of Arcanum, and how if there was anyone who thought they were crustier, then he'd have something to say about it. And what happened then? He started a-spittin' and a-hollerin', and then, after upending every table in the place, he said that he was the greatest pirate who had ever lived. Tougher than Ruby Dirk, Black Sam Bellamy, and even meaner than Stingy Pete himself. Stingy Pete? Who's he? I don't talk much about him. I'll just say that Stringy Pete. Stringy Pete was the meanest cold-blooded murdering pirate who ever put to sail. And be done with it. There are stories and legends, and most of them are true. He's been dead for more than 200 years, and people still whisper his name when they talk about him.
I see. And what of Jack Skellybones?
Well, after he said that, no one felt like drinking after, and we put old Jack to bed. You see, a pirate is mean, but he knows what to be joking about and blustering about, and a-calling out the ghost of Stringy Pete ain't one of them. And? Well, a week or so later, we were out to sea, and it was a new moon, or so it was dark, and a strange westerly had appeared, and brought in a bank of low clouds thick as lamb stew. And then we saw the other ship just a-resting off the starboard, silent as death and still as if she was anchored. Her sails tattered, her timbers rotted, and then we heard the screams.
What happened?
We found old Jack in his cabin with 2 daggers in him, one for each eye, and the sign of the evil eye carved on his chest. The very sign old Stringy Pete used to leave on his victims. We ran out to see who was on the other boat, but it was gone, taking the clouds and westerly with it.
That's rather frightening.
Being first mate, I took command and ownership of the Gypsy Shadow. Never seen that other boat, and I hope I never do.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Captain. A few more questions. What cities do you sail to?
Depending on what I happen to be doing, I'll sail just about anywhere. Anywhere that's got a port or a place to land, anyways. Blackroot, Tarrant, Caledon. I've been to them all, and business takes me to all of them.
Tell me about some of the things you've seen and done.
Seen and done? Old Teacher's done quite a lot, missy. And not all of it good and sugary. What you be wanting to know?
What's the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Most beautiful place? Well, I'd have to say that was the Lost Lagoons on the islands of the Weeping Maidens, lassie. Lassie, the waters there are so clear you'd be thinking to walk on blue sand. And the fish there are clear as glass and change color depending on their mood. And the trees got more fruit than leaves, and the birds sing songs to make even an old pirate cry.
Amazing. And the greatest adventure you've ever been on?
The greatest adventure? Well, I once hired the gypsy out to none other than Franklin Payne himself. The greatest adventurer in all of Arcanum. Bloody madman he is, but full of life and laughter. And hang me if there wasn't a scared bone in that man's body.
Where'd you go with Mr. Payne?
Well, we sailed to Serpent Spine, where sharks are as big as boats and the islands are mountains that spew rock and fire. And there I saw Franklin Payne fight 3 fire giants with a broken sword, and laughing the whole time. And after he scared them off, he took one of their fire gems, which they say hold strange powers.
Sounds exciting. What's the furthest you've ever sailed?
Furthest I ever been? That's easy. I once sailed so far east that the sun forgot to set, and the mermaids came to the side of me boat and begged for me crew and I to come a-swimming. And we came to a whirlpool so wide that you couldn't sail around it without being pulled in. And so we came home.
What's the worst weather you've ever been in?
The worst storm I ever been in? Well, me and the gypsy have seen some bad weather. But the worst was probably a hurricane just off the tip of Razor's Point. I tell you, lassie, the waves was so high they could have been mountains. And the wind screaming like a stuck banshee. And the waves hit so hard you could see the ocean bottom, littered with whale bones and the ships of dead sailors.
Alright. A few more questions. A few more general questions. What can you tell me of Ashbury?
Ashbury? Not much to say about her. Another port, another town. Good place for a sailor to lay his head or get drunk.
That was so inspiring, sir. A few more general questions. I'm in need of passage to the Isle of Despair.
Aye, I just received word from Mr. Bates that to be expecting you. Said you'd be asking for passage to that hellish place, and that I should be taking you. I don't much like the waters nor the people there, but for Bates, I'll do it.
Thank you, Captain. Shall we leave at once?
Now be as good a time as any. There be a strong easterly wind, and the waters are as glassy as I've ever seen them in a long time. I not be the superstitious type, but I'd be inclined to say it be a good omen.
I'm glad you think so. Let's be off. And it is nighttime. Can I, sleep until morning? Yes, I can. Okay. So there is a path leading up this way. So let's go ahead and, make our way up to, these walls here. Hello. So, you need me? I'm looking for the Black Mountain Clan. Can you help me?
A clan? I don't know of any clans around here. You need to speak with Thorvald about that.
Thorvald? Who's he?
Thorvald is the leader of the Enclave. He settles all disputes within its walls, but to get to see him, you'll need to talk to Ogden, his guard first.
Can I go inside now?
Females are always welcome here. You can go in, but first you need to hear the rules. There are only 2 of them. You can do anything you want, as long as it doesn't interfere with anyone else. In the event of any dispute, Thorvald is the final word.
Alright, my sincere thanks.
One more thing. I must warn you about wandering outside of the encampment here.
Oh, why is that?
We lost quite a few people to a sorcerous beast that defies our guns. I myself saw a man eaten alive by the beast when his gun misfired.
Where is this beast? I'll kill it for you for a price.
We think it lives north of here. That is all we know. You'll have to track it yourself to find its lair. We have a powerful magical amulet we'll give you for killing it, but I can't tell you what power it holds. It has never been identified.
Alright, it is a deal, sir. Why did this light up? Did I get an item? I don't know. Well. Boarded up window. Now, what have we got in this building? Any goodies for me? I suppose I should quick save. Are you gonna get pissy at me? Yeah, you're gonna get pissy at me. Hello?
Get on with it, elf.
Sir, why the harsh words? We've only just met.
Oh, I see all kinds out here on this prison girl, but you're just really getting under my skin.
Norian, apparently I know his name now. Norian, I know there's some way we can get past this. Norian's brow furrows, then he thinks better of it.
Yeah, no reason to make things ugly. The boss here doesn't like people fighting outside the pit anyways. Perhaps we could talk after all.
I'm glad. What is it you do around here, Norian?
Try to keep to myself, mostly. When I'm not doing that, I brew a little potato moonshine. Potatoes are about the only thing that'll grow on this godforsaken island.
I see. Must be quite a demand for a strong drink out there.
You could say that again, lass. Not much else to make take a man's mind off things. Makes me right popular around here as well. Most of the men come here when they've got something to trade. Speaking of,
he looks you over considering.
Might have a job for you if you're looking for work.
What sort of work are you looking for, Norian?
Well, it's not a difficult piece of work. I trade with an old man by the name of Maximilian who lives out in the wilds beyond the village wall. Old Max ain't a bad sort, but dangerous. You know what I mean? I've owed him a jug of moonshine for a fortnight, but with all the men disappearing, I've been scared to go out and take it to him.
Ah, well, perhaps I might be of assistance then.
You're a braver soul than I, if you're willing to face whatever's out there.
I mean, he's level 24, which is close to my level.
Old Max might not even be alive, but I don't want to make him mad if he is. If you take this jug out to him, I'll give you a jug of your own. You never know what some of old Norian's moonshine is worth.
I will do so in return.
That's grand. Here's the moonshine. He hands you a jug. And here's where old Maximilian was living last time I saw him.
He points to a place on your map.
Tell Maximilian to give you a note to confirming the delivery. You bring that back, and I'll give you a jug for yourself.
All right, I must depart. How much does this weigh? 20 stone. I can carry it for now. Are you just a guard, sir? Yeah. Let's try talking to you, though.
Please, I am on duty.
That's rude.
I'm on patrol. Please be quick about it.
You're not actually on patrol. You're just kind of standing around. Alright, I think there might be a quest with her. So I'm going to hold off on that. Unless she comes up to me. Hello?
What does an elf want with me?
Do you know where I could find the Black Mountain clan?
That is a dwarven clan, is it not?
Yes, it is.
You will not find them here, madame. Your time would be better spent searching the mountains of the mainland.
They're not there. I was told I could find them here.
I have no knowledge of any dwarves on this island other than Thorvald.
Well, what can you tell me of Thorvald?
Thorvald? He has been here for a very long time, longer than any of us. He may be able to supply you with the answers you seek.
Where can I find him?
Thorvald resides behind these doors. Only a select few are allowed an audience. It is my charge to filter out those undeserving of the honor.
No offense, but you seem very articulate for an ogre. Well, that does seem actually offensive. But sure, let's ask him that.
No offense perceived. In actuality, I am but a half-ogre.
Oh, I said ogre, I guess, whatever.
Never having had contact with either of my parents, I do not have any information as to the specific nature of my lineage.
You never knew your parents?
No, I have a vague recollection of the orphanage, though. But something about the memory seems a bit peculiar.
What seems peculiar about it?
It is a most strange thing, as I remember it. All the other children were half-ogres like myself.
What's wrong with that?
It is very rare that a human and an ogre would mate, and most of the time these couplings are the result of force. If there were a significant number of rapes being committed by ogres, I believe the newspapers would have been overflowing with calls to eradicate ogres.
Were you ever placed to a home?
No, from a very early age, I remember working in a printer's shop, and from the early morning hours to well into the evening. I would then retire to the storage room where I was allowed to rest for a few hours. The next day I would be up before daybreak to start again.
Sounds truly distressing. How long did you work there for? I hope I get the option for that gnome thing that I saw.
I have no way to gauge how long I spent in that miserable shop. Eventually I was rescued by a well-to-do gnome who made a big show about paying the printmaster a sum of money for the inconvenience. I now recognize this as the accepted way to buy and sell individuals. I worked for Mr. Chaplain until I was sent here.
Why were you sent here?
Mr. Chaplain did not wish to have a savage serving his guests, so he hired a tutor for me. Miriam was her name. I never knew that humans could be kind, or even what kindness was until I met her. She taught me for 3 years until I began to ask too many questions.
What happened then?
The more I questioned, the more agitated Mr. Chaplain became. Early one morning, the constable came into the house and escorted me away. I didn't even see Mr. Chaplain. My fate did not become evident until I was on the ship coming here.
Why did they send you here?
People don't like their property to ask too many difficult questions. Being an influential gnome, it was a simple matter for him to have me shipped here. I believe I was perceived as a potential agitator of the workers.
I'm sorry for you. Could you allow me to see Thorvald?
I have a very specific rule I am pledged to follow. No one enters without first proving themselves on the field of battle, so to speak.
The field of battle?
The field of battle in this instance would be the pit. Barbaric, but effective in detouring the undesirable element.
The pit?
The island is sorely lacking in any kind of entertainment, so the men invented their own barbaric form, pit fighting.
Sounds as if you don't necessarily approve of the pit fights.
I don't mind them, they make my job easier. They're just not my particular brand of entertainment. I'd rather pass the time with a good book.
You appreciate a good book, do you?
Sadly, yes.
Why sadly?
There are not many books on the island. What good is a love of books when there are none to be had?
That's too bad. Is fighting in the pit the only way to see Thorvald?
I'm afraid so.
You're an educated individual. You must see that I'm not a commoner.
Yes, it has been very pleasant speaking to you. It is a nice change.
Must I bother with that barbaric pit fight? It's pointless violence.
You seem like a decent lady, and I don't detect any subterfuge on your part. Thorvald will be cross with me, but go on in.
He hands you a key. You have been most gracious.
My pleasure, fair lady.
Can I ask you another question?
Oh, okay.
I want to ask him some more about this chaplain guy. I'd like to find him and, I don't know, murder him? Or at least question his motives. The old man before you is lean and scarred.
Watch your step here, lass. This ain't the place for a weak spine. Perhaps you'd better move on.
I don't mean to be a bother. Might I ask who you are? He laughs at you.
No, you may not. Your handmaiden manners are going to get you nothing around here, milksop. I recommend you find somewhere else to look like a dullard.
He turns away from you. My patience runs thin, old man. I mean to know who you are. He regards you silently, then breaks into a smile.
That's the spirit, girl. You might have a little backbone yet. I'm called Goren, Master of the Pit. What's your business here?
Just taking a look around, Goren. What is this pit?
This here be the pit, lass. If there's a problem between two inmates here on the island, this is usually where it's resolved. Here or by Thorvald Two Stones. Men do a lot of gambling on the outcomes, and there's a few men and women who make their way on the island by fighting here all the time.
Will you allow me a few more questions?
What is it you be needing to know, lass?
What do you do here, Goren?
Me? I'm the master of this pit. Used to be a fighter many years ago. I oversee all the fights. Make sure no one goes in there who ain't supposed to be. I've been loyal to Thorvald for a long time, and he takes care of his own.
Do you have time for some more questions? I'm looking for some dwarves. Who might I see about that?
Dwarves? The only dwarf around here is Thorvald Two Stones. And even if there was more, old Thorvald is the only one that would matter.
Alright. Who's Thorvald Two Stones?
Thorvald Two Stones, he's the one who runs things on the island. Tough little dwarf, been here longer than any of us. And no one questions what he says. Got a big half-ogre named Ogden, Big Fists, to make sure it stays that way.
Alright, I will be leaving now. You're just a guard, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look in here. What's that sound? Oh, I must have clicked on the bed.
What do you want?
Hello, sir. Might I ask your name?
Name is Jones. Jones the Collector, they called me out here.
Hello. Why do they call you the Collector?
Because that's what I do, girl. I collect things, all sorts of things. All shapes and sizes and tastes and colors. If it's to be had on the island, old Jones has got it. Get me, girl? Ain't no one knows better about getting of things than Jones the Collector.
I think I get the picture, Jones. Do you trade as well?
Does an ogre's breath smell like yesterday's catch? Trade? Girl, I've been trading longer than you've been asking stupid questions.
I'm 200 years old, sir. Jones laughs, slapping his knee. The objects ring and clang as he moves. What, the objects on the table?
I'm just joking with you, girl. But yes, I know a fair bit about trading.
What sort of things have you been collecting lately?
Oh, just about everything I'd watched up on the shore. Old forks, rusted pipes, and the occasional shoe or boot. You looking for shoes? I got shoes you wouldn't believe. Not a match, but out here? Wait,
he seems to remember something.
You new around here, girl? Looking to earn some goods, make a trade?
That's a possibility. What did you have in mind?
Well, I've been trying to get someone to go down to Shade's Beach for the last few months. There's something really strange down there. And from what I've been told, plenty of things that a man like me might be interested in.
What do you mean by strange? What's down there?
There's a few mage types around there, and they say that just getting within earshot of the place screws up all their spells. Something down there that just don't agree with magic. Plus, old Dietrich brought me back a weapon from there, likes I've never seen. I'd go down myself, but they say it's crawling with beasts and whatnot.
Interesting. What are you offering if I go down there? He squints, thinking.
I tell you what, you bring back some objects from the beach, and if you find something good, I'll trade you that weapon I told you about. God knows I can't make heads or tails of it.
I'll do so in return.
Done. Here's where the beach is.
He points to a place in your map.
Good luck to you. Can't wait to see what you dig up.
Alright, can I trade you for other stuff? Nope, alright. Doesn't look like there's anyone inside there. You're just a guard, right? Yep. Doesn't seem like there's any actual civilian people wandering around town. Nothing in there. Huh. Guard shack, maybe? I don't know. Nothing there. Not a whole lot of people here. Alright, well. Key is automatically on my keyring, and that is good. Let's go in. Does have a chest. It is locked. Dwarf bandit. Let's go ahead and save it. Aye, we might have something in common, we might. Hello, I wish to speak with Thorvald. What are you doing here? I don't know what that first line was all about. I am looking to speak with Thorvald. You're speaking to him. Are you the only dwarf on this island? I've been the only dwarf here for the last 100 years. Sent here unjustly, I might add. Where's the rest of the Black Mountain clan? Black Mountain clan? There's no Black Mountainers here. I'm the only dwarf that has ever lived on this rock. You're not of the Black Mountain clan? Thorvald Two-Stones of the Wheel clan. You're a bit off in your directions. Black Mountain clan is in the northernmost region of the Stonewall Mountains. I've been there. Their mines are deserted. Strange. But why is it you believe that they're here? They were to be banished here. By order of the Wheel clan. Who told you this? A feeble-minded dwarf hidden deep in their mines. What was his name? He said his name was Gudmund. He was the last Orbender. Gudmund? Gudmund Orbender and I were friends. But in no way was he feeble-minded. He was one of the bravest warriors I knew. I find it hard to imagine that he could have become feeble-minded in such a short time. The story he told was very disturbing. What did he tell you? Tell him Gudmund's story of the banishment. The whole clan gone? My clan involving themselves with magics? None of this makes sense. Have you spoken to the Wheel clan about this? I don't even know where the Wheel clan is. Do you? Of course I do. Here, I'll mark your map. But knowing its location will not be enough. What do you mean? To keep out Outworlders, we created an optical illusion of the grandest scale, using glass and mirrors which make the entrance of our mine look as if it never existed. Then how do you get in? A pair of specially made spectacles which use thin slices of Cthorn crystal as lenses. Every member of the Wheel clan has a pair. I still have mine. I'll get you off this island if you get me to the Wheel clan. No, I don't believe you'll ever be leaving this island. Alive, anyways. Why do you say that? Do you think you could land a boat on this island without anyone knowing? I'm sure that it's already been captured and your captain thrown to the sharks. Well, then come with me. With you by my side, they will let us pass. Sounds tempting, but it is too risky. I'm in a good position here, and I don't want to jeopardize it. If the men discovered I had joined with you and was planning on leaving them here to rot, it would mean both of our heads. Are you a dwarf or a gnome? Do you want off this rock or not? Okay, let's go. I've been here too long already. Alright, let's go. He's just a temporary party member. But, keep Thorvald's chest. I'll take that. He currently has a hammer, small suede jacket, and Wheel clan spectacles. I'll take those. Thank you. The key already went to the chest. A schematic, a book, and 450 gold. I will take those. Oh, this is tiny. Alright. there's a... I guess so if you killed him, you'd get the, location of the Wheel Clan. Grey Mountains, Morbahan. 2nd January, 1721. Been exiled to this godforsaken rock, sent away by some bloody human jury. Couldn't judge which end of a mule was its backside. Guess I shouldn't be all that surprised. No one ever accused humans of being very smart. Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have hit that damn gnome so hard, but no one goes around insulting my clan, and that's just the way of it. By Alberic, I could use a little snuff. 4 September, 1721. Guess no one from the Wheel Clan heard about what happened to me. My fault for going out without telling anyone where I was headed. I suppose I didn't rightly know myself. Just had to get away for a little while. Now it looks like I'm stuck here. Till Logar decides that I've been away too long. And that might be a while, so I better get used to it here. Found the schematic for the Cathorn Crystal Spectacles in my pack the other day. Reminded me of home. Better hold on to that one. I don't think I could find that damn entrance without wearing them, and I've been there 1,000 times. Damn dwarven ingenuity. 12 March 1756. Been here a few years now. Can't believe it's been 35 years already. Been busy. Figured I was going to have to live with all the degenerates on this island. So I broke a few noses and set myself up as leader around here. Recruited a big half-ogre named Ogden Bigfists to make sure things stay that way. It ain't the Wheel Clan, but I suppose it's tolerable until I can get myself off this rock. 22 June 1810. Not much to tell. Still waiting to get the hell out of here. Left things at Ogden back in the encampment, and I've been scouting the island for the last year or so. Ran across a group of fairly disagreeable women up north. Can't say I blame them. Women get the worst of it here on this island. Steered clear of them once I saw the size of the spears they were carrying. 17 July 1811. Ran across a man today by the name of Maximilian. Lives out in the wilderness all by himself. Doesn't talk much, which is saying a lot for a human. Didn't seem like he wanted to be bothered, so I borrowed a little water from him and was on my way. There's something that man's hiding. Not much I know for sure. Of course, aren't we all carrying something around here on this damn island? 8 September 1811. Back in the encampment. Saw just about everything there is to see on this island, and I know that there's no way off here. Even looked into getting that old wreck on Shades Beach working again. I don't know where the hell that thing comes from, but it's old and it's like nothing I've ever seen. In the end, it had just been there too long to be of any use to anyone. Looks like I'm here for the long haul. Not another damn dwarf on this whole island. That much I know for sure. Figured Logar would have noticed I'd been away for so long, but I'm sure he's got other things on his mind. Oh well. Guess this'll teach me to go around picking on gnomes. Alright, so I guess we could have killed him to get the schematic for the spectacles, the book that would have the location, as another way to do it. What do you have in here? Absolutely nothing. Alright, well, let's talk to Ogden here. See what he has to say. Do not recall asking you to come back, Elf. Hello, Ogden. May I ask you some questions? Nope. Alright. Okay, well, we have Thorvald with us. Let's actually take a quick look at his character sheet. 21 strength, 110 hit points. How does he stack up to Magnus, I wonder? He is quite a bit stronger than Magnus. Quite a bit. And Magnus is higher level. He's got higher dodge and melee, though. Doesn't have any of those. Obviously, he doesn't have any magic. He's got a little bit of repair, firearms, picklocks, and disarm traps. So does Magnus there. How have you been doing on picklocks? You've been bumping that up. All right. Well, anyway, I think we'll call this an episode here. When we come back next time, we will talk to this woman here, who I believe has a quest for us. then we'll see about doing some of the other quests here. See you next time, everyone.